Jeffrey Paul Ross here for nextlevelguitar.com. We're going to be working on like fast country picking today. This type of beat or groove, whatever you want to call it, is generally referred to as a two-beat, fast two-beat, or even a train beat. Albert Lee did a lot of stuff like this. There's even blues tunes that have this type of rhythm, you know, like I Got My Mojo Working. But we're going to mainly concentrate on the country aspects of this. And we'll be in the key of E. So we'll work on that today. Now, oh yeah, before I forget, if you would like a free video lesson that's not on YouTube with the coinciding ebook, just click on this link that's right below this video. And we'll send you this for free from nextlevelguitar.com. Now, these notes are basically the blues pentatonic scale. It's just the way that we approach it is different than blues. Now, when I play this kind of music, I generally use my thumb and my first finger. A lot of guys use what they call hybrid picking, where they'll use the pick, you know, held like you would normally hold a pick, and then they'll use these two fingers. But I've just gotten used to using my thumb, and it gives a little bit more punchy sound on the low string, a little bit more of a pop or a snap, more of a percussive tone. Yeah, so now the rhythm for this would be something like, and we're just going to stay on the one chord for this lesson, so we'll just be in the key of E. You can do it like that, and you know, kind of the Luther Perkins, who used to play guitar with Johnny Cash. You can do that, or do something like that where you got the rhythm and the alternating bass, and that's just an E chord up here. I'm barring at the 4th fret, and then my third finger is on the D string on the A flat note on the 6th fret, skipping a string. Then I'm putting my second finger on the E note on the B string on the 5th fret. Now with my pinky, I'm up here on the 7th fret, and see I'm hitting the bass note, and then I'm strumming the chord, and then I'm moving my pinky from the A string down to the E string, and I'm alternating that in between hitting the chord. So once again, when you're learning this, you know, start out slow. Yeah, and then all right. So that's the basic rhythm. There's an old blues tune by Robert Jr. Parker called Mystery Train that kind of has that same groove. But like I said, we're going to keep it more in a country vein, more like James Burton, Albert Lee kind of thing. All right, so we've established the rhythm. So we'll work on that. first I'll show you the notes in this little pattern. It's, like I said before, it's basically a pentatonic blues riff. I mean, you would hear Lightning Hopkins or Muddy Waters. That's how you'd hear it in like a slow blues tune, but in a, you know, like a fast 2-beat, train beat kind of. So we're going to start by sliding up to this little double stop here on the G and the B string, with our second finger on the G string on the 4th fret, first finger on the B string on the 3rd fret, and then we're going to slide down, and I'll go back and I'll go over the various types of picking patterns. They're almost like banjo picking techniques. So we're going to slide down a whole step, then open G, then to the E note on the D string on the 2nd fret, then that's open. Then we're going to go down to the B note on the 2nd fret on the A string, go down chromatically, 3rd fret on the low E string with our 2nd finger. You can kind of pull on it a little bit. So there are the basic notes in that little pattern. So now we'll go back over and I'll discuss the right hand as well as some of the little changes I've made here. So once again, we're at this little double stop here. Kind of slide up with our thumb here on the G string. And we're going to go G string, B string, G string, high E string. And don't be afraid to dig in with your thumb on that G string. That's what gives it that kind of popping sound. Okay. And then we're going to go back to the B string. And then we're going to give it a kind of a yank. With our 2nd finger on the G string on the 4th fret, down to the 2nd fret. Okay. And once again, I'm going back and forth between my thumb and my... And I'm going to follow that pattern all the way down to the low E string. See, it's constantly a back and forth. And once again, there are many variations. And as I've said in previous lessons, don't be a slave to every note I play, because I, for one, I can't play the same thing twice. So it's best just to learn the rough outline. And just mix and match, change the notes around, you know, find your own voice. If this is a new technique for you, you can practice your right hand technique just using the open strings. And what I would do is start in groups of 3. Start with your E, B, and your G string. Then go down. And I've known guys that have actually taken acoustic guitars and taken the neck off and put a block there, and they'll run the strings and tune them up to the tension, and they'll drive around in their car with the guitar, you know, on their lap like this, and they'll just practice right hand technique. Or they're watching TV, and you can do that if you want. And I don't really have any set patterns to practice, but that you could start by, you know, or skipping a string. You know, and move. And then just go down. Just go down to the low strings. So once again, if you're just learning this type of music or this technique for the first time, get a metronome and start out really slow, and you know, till your hand and your muscles and your brain gets used to these patterns, you know. And just work your way up. Try playing this lick like, you know, 2 or 3 times through at one setting, then click it up a notch. It can be labor intensive, but that's the way you'll get good. So once again, this has been Jeffrey Paul Ross for NextLevelGuitar.com. Reminding you once again that we do have over 850 examples of various types of guitar lessons for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. And we'll see you next time.